Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Chad.
And I'm Ben.
Okay, driver is where it's at. We're talking getting that thing in the fairway so you can play your best golf. Last couple weeks you played around with the face, you played around with the path, you've played around with different directions that the ball could start. This week we're going to talk about a new thing that could influence the club face, really influence the golf swing, and have a remarkable effect on your outcomes. Ben, what do you got for him this week?
So the one thing that attaches us to our club face is going to be our hands. So a lot of times the grip can influence where the golf ball starts. So the experiment that we're going to run today is we are going to play around with different grips. So we are going to play around with a really strong grip. So we'll call this severe, moderately strong, slightly strong, neutral, slightly weak, moderately weak, severely weak.
Whoa.
This experiment's a fun one. There's going to be all sorts of chaos that happens in this activity, but you will find the grip that works for you.
Okay, so hold on. A lot of people would think that the grip is fundamental and that there's a perfect way to hold it. Is that true?
We don't necessarily believe so, because there's some people that start the ball too far to the right, and turning their hands this direction would really help them. And then there's other people that start it too far to the left, so moving their hands this way would really help them. So we would say there's no such thing as a correct grip. We're just going to coach you and let you know how the grip influences the club face. So we're not going to tell you there's a right and a wrong. We're just going to let you know that if you turn the hands to the right or to the left, it's going to influence what the ball does.
Got it. So on the world-class stage, you're telling me that people hold it differently. So if you think Jordan Spieth, what type of grip does he typically have?
I would say he's a little bit on the weak side. So when I watch Jordan Spieth, I noticed that his hands are rotated a little bit more to the left than most. And that's what works for him.
Got it.
But it's not going to work for everybody.
If you think Paul Azinger, how would he hold the club?
Paul Azinger, he was really, really strong with his grip. But that's what worked for him. So once again at home, everybody, don't be fooled and let people tell you that there's a right way to hold the golf club. You just have to find the right way for you.
And the only way to do that is through?
Experimentation and calibration.
That's a beautiful thing. So having said that, we're looking to gain control of the direction of the golf ball with the driver, and we're going to run different plays with the grips, yes?
You got it.
Where are you going to start, man? Don't
Going
go
back to severe. So I'm going to go with a severely strong grip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take both of my hands and I'm going to rotate them to the right. So if you notice how I'm holding my hands here, this would be severely to the right with my grip.
Very good.
Okay, here we go.
You don't usually hold it like that, so I can see I can see you're doing something different
Yep,
here.
this is not natural for me, but that's okay. 4. So it seems
As a word to the wise.
the severely strong grip goes a little bit to the left
And low.
and really low. It didn't even get off the ground.
So when you turn your hands to the right, it really rotated the club way left and pointed it down to the ground, and that's why the ball did that?
And it almost took out the camera crew.
You guys okay back there? All right. So
Don't need to do that again.
don't do that one again. Caution at home. Maybe you put some pillows in a way when you're running these experiments. Beware, the ball's going to do some goofy things. However, it is going to help you find out what works for you. If you're out on the range outside, let them fly. You're going to find the middle here in a very short time, we promise. Okay.
I'm going the opposite this time. We're going severe left with my grip. So I'm going to rotate both my hands to the left, and I'm going to see what this grip does. Here I go.
Oh boy.
I'm guessing I don't normally... This
does
doesn't look
it
normal to
safe
me
up there?
either. Here we go.
Very good. So is it fair to say that you had the same swing? You didn't change your swing?
I was not trying to change my swing, so I was still trying to swing the weight, but I noticed with these funky grips, it felt like my swing was different, but I wasn't focused on it.
Good.
I was just still swinging the weight, letting the ball fly, seeing what's going to happen.
Very good. So back to the key principle. The club face is the only thing that touches the ball, and the direction that club face is pointing when it hits the ball makes the ball go in the direction, yes?
You got it.
Very good. And then your hands are the only part of your body that are connected to the club, so your hands are very, very important. True?
They're going to influence what that club face does.
Very good. So now having said that, what are you going to do now?
I am going to go slightly strong with my gripper, slightly to the right. So to me, this is neutral. So I'm going to take both my hands, rotate them slightly rightward.
Okay. So when you rotated your hand slightly to the right, the ball went slightly to the
Slightly left, yeah.
Yeah. So is it true that golf is a game of opposites? Is that true? I've heard that before.
It really is. So a lot of times it seems a little bit confusing. So you would think that a lot of times when you turn the hands to the right that the ball would go right, but in most cases it's the opposite. We're not going to say that's true in every case. You're going to have to run those experiments at home to figure out what it does for you.
Got it. So if you get one more try, where are you going to go with your grip from here?
Seems to me I got to go neutral.
Neutral. Let's see what neutral looks like.
I'm back.
He's back. So the grip, the cool thing about the grip is it's something that you can do, it's under your control, and it influences the outcomes that you're looking for.
The nice thing about the whole grip piece is it's something that I can do before my swing. So let's say that I wanted to change my grip before I hit and then commit to something different during my swing. I could do that. So an example would be, I'm going to turn my hand slightly to the right and commit to one motion. I could combine those two things because the grip piece is before I swing, and then I could add something in there while I swing to make sure that I'm focused on something throughout the swing, because to focus on nothing is kind of dangerous.
Yeah, I agree. So we want to get better control of the direction of your golf ball with the driver. Get it in play off the tee. Golf is a fun game when you drive it well. Playing around with different grip possibilities, you really start to understand the cause and effect, what influences the ball to do different things. So run these experiments, keep up your training, and we'll look forward to seeing you the next time at the OptiShot Academy.